What's going on, guys? It's your boy Serrano and welcome back to the channel. Thank you for subscribing, and today we're going to do a little comparison. Shout out to the person who actually requested this video. We're going to go ahead and we're going to take a look at a comparison between two really good budget phones. Now we do have the blue Vivo XL4 and we do have the NUU Mobile G3. Let's put them side by side and see which one is better and which one's going to be more powerful. Without any further ado, make sure you guys stay locked in, and I'll see you right after these quick messages. Crew, P.
Alright crew, we're back. First, let's start with release dates. So the NUU Mobile G3 was released on March 3rd, 2018. And for the blue Vivo XL4, it was released on December 2018. Now the NUU Mobile G3 just went on sale for $179, and the blue Vivo XL4 had actually went on sale when it first released for $100. Then it went up to $129, and I believe it's at $139. So on the blue XL4, Vivo XL4, we have a 13 megapixel with PDAF 2 megapixel depth sensor. Now on the NUU Mobile G3, we have a 13 megapixel plus 5 megapixel dual camera system. Now both of these cameras can actually record 1080p at 30 frames per second. They both also do have the fingerprint sensor as well as facial recognition. One of the things to note is that the NUU Mobile G3 actually has Type-C charging with no 3.5 headphone jack. Now the Vivo XL4 actually has the USB connection with that 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. Both phones actually have really good designs when you compare them side by side. You actually see that the NUU Mobile G3 is actually much more narrow. Then you can see that this one is actually made of glass and metal. We actually do have the NUU Mobile G3 right here, which is made of metal and plastic. A lot of people who have reviewed this device did let me know that it was plastic, and it's actually something that's up for debate. Actually gonna see which one powers on first. So you can see they have really beautiful displays. We'll get into that later in some more detail. We're just going to see which one is going to be powering on first. And I do know that it was actually a tie here. Now, one of the things about the the blue Vivo XL is you have to put your password in, and then it actually does like another restart before it actually boots. Now with the NUU G3 Mobile, you can see right here, it's going to ask me for my password. So I just enter that, ready to go. Now taking a look right here at the NUU Mobile G3, we have an IPS LCD capacitive touchscreen, which is 5.7 inches HD plus display. We also do have 1440 x 720 pixels, 24-bit color depth, 282 pixels per inch. Now one of the things to note is you do get curved glass right here on the side of the NUU Mobile G3, which is it's actually scratch resistant, and it's an 18:9 ratio, which gives you at least 78.50% screen to body. Vivo XL4, we have an IPS LCD capacitive touchscreen, 16M colors, 6.2 inches, 80.1% screen to body ratio, and it is a 720 x 1520 pixels with a 19:9 ratio. We also do get the PPI density of 200 and 71 pixels per inch. Now, as far as battery life, we are able to get 1 full day out of each phone. Now, this one has 3000 milliamp hour battery. The Blue Mobile Vivo XL4 actually has a 4000 milliamp hour battery. So it actually means that we're gonna get almost 2 days from this device, whereas this one we might actually end up getting a day around or a day and a half. So we actually do have both screens at 100% brightness, and you can see it's actually super close. Now on paper, the Vivo XL4 actually has a better resolution, but that's really hard to differentiate to the naked eye. It actually looks like the NUU Mobile G3 is just a little bit more vivid. However, it's really hard to tell, and honestly I'd have to give the screens a tie, just because on paper this one right here is actually listed a little bit better, whereas the NUU Mobile G3 actually has more pixels per inch. So 1520 versus 1440, but then this one has 282 pixels per inch versus 271. When it comes to the CPU that's inside of the NUU Mobile G3, we actually have octa-core. 4 of the CPUs are clocked at 2.39 gigahertz, and you're getting an ARM Cortex A53, and then we have another 4 of the CPUs clocked at 1.6 gigahertz with ARM Cortex A53 as well. You also do get the chipset that is a MediaTek Helio P25 MT 6757CH 64-bit processor with ARM Mali T880 MP2 900 megahertz. They have a lot of features to offer on both sides, and I'm actually really impressed with specs on both sides. Now the NUU Mobile G3 actually has 64 gigabytes of internal storage with 4 gigabytes of ROM, which is the memory, whereas the Blue Vivo XL4 has 3 gigabytes of RAM, which is the memory, and 32 gigabytes of internal storage. The feel in the hand, this one is actually really wide, but actually feels really good in the hand, and I definitely like how that has these rounded corners at the bottom, so when you're actually holding on to it, it's not going to cut into your palm right here where you actually hold it most of the time. You're actually going to notice that it's an even better feel in the hand because of that super thin ratio, which means you're going to be able to reach across the screen, get to the top. It just has a really good feel in the hand, and it's probably a lot better for one-handed use. What we're going to go ahead and do is just take a picture of the box right here. So you can see right here on the new G3 Mobile, those colors are actually pretty dark. You can see those blacks are very dark. There's some pretty good detail here. I definitely think this captured a lot of detail. You could just zoom all the way in and just see that it's got good lighting, and it's actually looking really good here. Now let's take a look at the blue phone right here, and you can see that the details are actually really good on this device as well. You can see that there's a bit of a difference in processing when it processes color. It looks like this one is a little bit more darker as opposed to this one is a little bit more gray. So this is like a true black right here. And then when we go here, it's more of a gray color right there, as you can see when we zoomed in. So let me just get out of here, and then you can actually see here. Tell me which one actually took the better photo in your opinion. It's kind of hard for me to tell here, but I honestly think that the blue device captured some better colors, and you can see that the colors were more true to life with that black color right there. Shout out to Magic Tech Reviews. And then you can see that the details are actually on point right here for both, but I just found I think there was some better detail on the blue device. Tell me what you guys think, because I'm having a really hard time differentiating these photos. But now there are a lot of people that do prefer the stock Android feel of the new G3 Mobile. Right here you can see you know, it's just a stock Android experience. When you go down to your settings, you're gonna notice that you know, there's barely any extras in there. There's face recognition, security, DuraSpeed, and then it's just your stock Android system. You can see we got notch removal, navigate. All of this stuff is baked in here separately, so you're just getting a ton of features. You also do get on the go, reverse charge, just a ton of extra features baked in with even more settings right here. So if you're someone who really likes features, then I would honestly recommend the XL4. But if you like the actual look of the Android, stock Android, I would definitely suggest getting the Mobile G3. So when it comes to opening up the phone application, let's press them at the same time. So we'll try the camera app. 1, 2, 3. That was actually pretty close. 1, 2, 3. So that actually went to the G3 Mobile. One opens up Twitter the quickest. 1, 2, 3. And that's actually the new G3 Mobile. One more time. And I'm actually still waiting for the XL4 to load. To Ratchetville, we're gonna go into Tinder. 1, 2, 3. And that was actually the XL4. And let's see which one opens first when we click PUBG. So 1, 2, 3. Oh wow, so the XL4 actually caught up right there. Wait, the G3 actually initiated update first. So there you go. Just by looking at these two screens, you can see that the reds are much brighter on the XL4. Look at this picture right here, then look at this one. This one has more of a faded effect, whereas this one is just punchy. Other display there, yep, they're both on full brightness, which is actually, it's an even fight here. The colors are a bit darker, more darker on the XL4.
Thank you guys for staying locked in. Now tell me what you guys think. Do you think that the blue Vivo XL4 is the better device, or would you go ahead and choose the new Mobile G3? This is the complete comparison of the new versus the blue. Tell me what you guys think in the comments. Which phone would you actually choose in the budget category? For under $200, I think both phones are actually pretty good. This one has a really good battery. This one has a really cool feature such as NFC with a nice build, and they both have their advantages, give or take. I'd like to know what you guys think, but it's your boy Serrano. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great morning, afternoon, evening, and depending on where you are, have a great night. Peace. Crew.